I'm ready.
Wow! Holy Lord, look at this. The sun is kind of out. The
Still kind of
stars
there.
are out. The stars are out and about in
Stars
the
are
heaven.
out.
How you doing, Jorge? Jorge, back from Viva Las Vegas. Or you weren't in
Yeah,
Vegas. Where were you?
I was close to. I was technically in Vegas, but I was in Harristown, something like that. Too far to have any fun.
Wow, stinks.
Yeah, too
Red
far.
already
Too far to
Red
win
already
any money.
getting at you. There it is. No dollars and 80 cents, baby.
Bing bong.
Red's already getting at you in the chat saying it's the Hat Boys. Jorge not wearing a hat. That's just Jorge's hair, Red.
That's just attached.
That's just Jorge's beautiful mop, if you can believe it. Speaking of mops, look at this shit. What the hell is
Dude,
going on?
you got there's
Look at that.
you've turned into the Wendy's girl.
I am a truly.
You've turned into Wendy.
Do you like Wendy's?
I do like Wendy's.
Wendy's nuts are in your mouth?
God damn it.
Oh boy, we're so back, folks. We're so back.
That was good.
They call him Jorge No Dollars, the lesser known cousin of Phoebe No Dollars.
Yeah.
Eric needs pigtails stat. I've thought about it, dude. Nice, we got him.
Nice. Yeah, you got me. You got me.
And that's our show. Thank you so much for being here, folks. Thank you to Jorge, the best tech in the biz.
For sure. Okay,
okay, lighter. So, folks, as we're waiting for the star of the show, we have a very secret guest that's coming, and he's a little bit late. So as we're waiting for our super secret guest, sound off in the chat with who you think our super secret guest is, who's a super tiny bit late. What's that?
He's just a super little tiny bit late.
This is a super little guy. And as we're waiting for our super secret guest to show up, let's do a little bit of housekeeping, folks.
Sure.
Reminder that we have a live stage show in 2 days. In fact, it is in, I'll say it, 49 hours from now. You have 49 hours to get your affairs in order. Make sure your will is written out and it is stamped by a notary, and get your ass to the show. Get your ass to the show. Really good guesses so far. Yeah, there's also a live stream where you can hop in and chat and have a good time with some like-minded folks here. A lot of times the live stream has upwards of 10 to a dozen folks in there hanging out. It's very, very fun.
Yeah.
Stevie says, got to see if I can squeeze it in. Stevie, this is like the 3rd month where you got to see if you can squeeze it in. It'd be great to see you. I miss and not to put this pressure on you, I miss the cookies. I also miss you, but I miss the cookies a lot.
We miss the cookies.
You know?
We miss icing.
What's that?
We miss icing Stevie.
Yes, we miss icing Stevie. No Metal Gear Solid shirt. I bet I could hitchhike there in less than 49 hours. You can do a Red. Pick a direction and start walking.
I'm wearing my friend's game. He created this game called Throwback Highlight Heroes. It's very, very fun. It's like an little arcade guy.
Highlight Heroes. Really nice to get Discord notifications as I'm trying to concentrate that say Eric's mullet right now from the Discord. Yeah. That's also nice.
Wait.
Well, folks, it's our special guest.
It's our special
guest. He's arrived.
All your favorites are back.
Oh, what a dream. Here he is. How's it going, Justin?
And fair to be treated as such a special guest. Finally, some respect, I guess is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. How you doing, buddy?
Great. I'm great. I'm out here. My kids are just very upset just now, and they're mad that I put them to bed. So I'm sorry.
The sun is still out.
Here we are. I'm getting a little bit of
they said that.
A little bit of a delay on you, Justin. Unfortunately, you might have to leave and come back. I'm sorry.
Great. I love it. I see what this is like.
Yeah. Before you adjusted your hair underneath your hat, you both were kind of giving a little Aeon Flux.
Ooh, whoa. Could you have picked a hornier picture of her? Good Lord, sticking a little tongue out like that.
It wasn't me who chose the horny picture. That was Lulu.
Oh, Alexandra Rose says, not my super little guy. It's true. It's not your super little guy. Just a super little guy. Can you talk now, Justin?
Hi, yes. I'm here, and I'm happy to be here.
Good. Excellent. This is good.
Great.
We did.
Yes.
Folks, so we were just getting through a little bit of wonderful. Oh God, Justin, what the?
What? This is the special thing you want.
Just sowing chaos. Sowing chaos. One of him was a mask and one of him was a hat, and I don't know which one to fucking kill right now.
One of them lies.
Yeah, that's how I live. That's how I survive.
There you go. We were just getting through a little bit of
real answer. Kill both.
We were making a nice little announcement that we have a show in 2 days. Any other little housekeeping of note?
Like we've said, it's the summer of CW. We got a lot of stuff rolling out coming soon. I'm currently baking bread. That's not part of it technically, but I am doing that.
Wow, you just can't chill out, can you?
What is like if you stop, you die? Is my understanding.
Do you ever just like sit on the couch and just kind of do not like? And I was about to say watch TV or a movie, but I have to put even a caveat on that. Like watch a TV or a movie that you don't have to go on a podcast and talk about.
Oh man, you got me with my one caveat. No, I don't ever just watch for joy or pleasure. I will say there's a network on my TV that plays Mad Men on loop 24 hours a day. And I do watch that for joy. And I can't stop. It's like a weird addiction.
Comments that the paintings on my wall are a little crooked. Just making sure that I can fix that for y'all. Is that better?
Yeah, you live in like a fucked up children's book.
Is that better? Really nice comment from Ashley Everhart here. Love having the only 3 boys I tolerate here on screen together. Thank you, Ashley.
I mean...
Folks, fans of the show, or if you've been on our YouTube page ever, you may have noticed that Ashley's latest video is really popping off and really...
it's a good one.
It's really making a lot of people feel seen. Sometimes in a good... Some of the comments are like, I feel seen, thank you. Some people are like, I feel seen, fuck you. So it's a good video. It's a really good video to watch.
That video has... One day ago has 45,000 views. Actually, I almost texted you a picture of that metric.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Basically, like the third comment on it was a very lovely person. I'm gonna get the name wrong, but it's like the name of the user was like mother of Milo and Xander, and the comment was like, is Alan Rickman like a femboy? Something like that. Like, is Professor Snape a femboy? Because Ashley calls out like femboys that lesbians fall in love with when they're a kid. And there are so many comments that are like, yes.
I was going to say, that's 1,000 yes.
So funny.
I was just reading some Harry Potter to my kids that I quickly was like, oh no, it's 8. we have to stop this.
Oh, you just got lost in that wonderful magical world, Justin.
It was bad parenting. It was some bad parenting.
The reading Harry Potter?
Both, I guess, technically. Reading Harry Potter and then stopping reading Harry Potter were both technically bad.
Harry Potter's coming back. They've got a whole new cast of the same 3 kids.
Yeah, they really just restarted, didn't they? They were like, those three have opinions that we don't like anymore. Let's get 3 new ones in here.
I mean... The picture of those 3 kids, they are like absolute babies, and it's just funny to be like the world of
Justin. The woke mind virus hasn't gotten them yet.
Yeah, you think that's how it works? They're like, we have to reinstall.
Oh!
We all just got infected. Screenshot noise.
Gotcha.
Hello, Jay. We've got a great show for you tonight, folks. Again, once again, we have a show in 48 hours and 49 minutes.
And we are counting it down with a full 49-hour live stream event where we're not going to
It's break. A subathon, folks. Here we go.
We do kind of have a marathon of characters happening over on Twitch.
Really?
That's exactly right.
Yes, we have a 24. Yes, we have a 24/7.
Why you like news to you?
I'm like, cool. We have a 24/7 live Twitch stream playing in random order all of the videos on our YouTube page. It's the second one, folks, because the first one got shut down. And for a long time, I was like, what could this be? I don't know what video it is that like violated the terms of service, and Twitch won't tell you. Also, I appealed. They immediately said no, and you can ask again in 6 months. So I lost my personal Twitch account, unfortunately. And so I was like, I don't know which one it is. And then I got a comment about a week ago on one of Bander's old videos that said, I can't believe this is still on YouTube. And I was like, what? And I went and looked at the video. I'm not going to tell y'all which video it is, just that it's by John Bander, and there is graphic penis and vagina porn just in the video for a long time.
As part of his piece?
Yes. And it is on YouTube. I'm like, that's probably what got us knocked off of Twitch.
Wow. What an investigation you did. I love that you're always sifting through
What?
What?
What? You're always answering the questions like a detective on a hot case.
Yes, hot case, baby. What are you drinking there, Jorge?
This, I believe, is just an old fashioned. It's just a normal ass old fashioned.
An old fat.
Oh, it's got chocolate bitters.
It's not the ass raisin.
Chocolate mole bitters. Chocolate mole bitters.
Oh, that's nice. I need to get a cocktail going for me. Though there was a question in the comments about what bread I was making, and it's right there, gang. You think I bullshit?
That is bread.
I got a bun in the oven, baby.
Oh, congrats!
2 buns.
Justin's got two hot buns, everybody. Look at that.
There.
Jay says, LMFAO, an old fat. It's not that video, Jay, but that is a good video. That is Bander's video, Dune, or Ozempic if it was Dune.
That is a funny one.
Let me say, you're getting warmer. You're getting closer. You have to go deeper into the videos.
Yeah, careful. You get deep under
this deep.
Yeah. You get deep under some of that character's welcome stuff. You're gonna find shit you never even.
I mean, honestly, probably after this, I'm gonna privatize the video probably because now I'm scared that it'll get action and we're actually gonna get completely shut down forever.
What took you down? Oh, pure hubris, bragging about a video and then
bragging about a video that YouTube will never find and will never get in trouble for. Oh well, what can you do?
And the idea that YouTube watches all the videos once is like, what did we approve?
What? Yeah, I know. But it does randomly. Sorry, go ahead, Jorge.
No, you're just known for doubling down. Well, everyone knows the saga of the ass wizard, but then truly maybe 2 months ago you did another piece where you did a little 360 turn and everybody got some cheeks.
Folks, I put my little hiney on there once again. And guess what? I'll do it again. Watch this shit.
But here's the thing. Seeing a butt is not a crime. Eric, just to be clear, edging on hubris here, stuck a cigarette into his butthole on camera.
And that was arguably before I even knew what my voice was. That was my second character on Characters Welcome. I was like, I think this is fun.
I was there for it. I was literally there for it.
I'll never forget the note I got from Frank Garcia Hale when it was like week 2 of 4 sets of notes, and I brought that in, did the bit, and I was like, Frank was like, good, and I was like, any other notes? And he literally put his pen down and he was like, honestly, man, you got your whole ass out and you put a cigarette in it. He goes, they don't care what you're saying, bro. Like, it's like, okay,
wow. The most strip club owner thing, hey, just get up there. You're pretty.
They don't give a shit about the words coming out of your front mouth. They're interested in the back.
It's better if you don't say in the
downstairs. Yeah. Ashley Everhart's comment: the ass wizard is my minister father's favorite character.
Wow, Ashley, thank you so much. Ashley, who also sent me a screenshot of her sending Bogbird to her father as well the other day. So Ashley really, really deep in the Eric Head fandom.
The Bogbird behind the scenes short that you put up on YouTube is very funny. Caught me off guard. It is very good.
That's my neighbor Jason, who spoiler alert is going to be in a video coming up that I shot for a short film festival going up in a couple weeks in Brooklyn called Tootsie's Video Vault. That was him coming over to my apartment to help me out with the Bogbird costume, and it is so funny because he is just laughing so purely at the costume. It makes me feel so good. Oh, it's fun.
Yeah. It's pure joy.
Yes.
You know what else is pure joy? Characters. It's time we welcome out one or more of them. We have made a promise. We have to make good on what this is. It's Characters Welcome! ! So let's add the character, find the welcome, and scream right before we invite them on stage.
Here we go, folks. I'm so excited for our first character. You guys have heard of Honda? You guys have heard of
Keep going. Keep
Toyota?
going. Good.
You guys have heard of Lexus, more like Nexus. Am I right,
Yeah.
guys? Or am
This
I
is good.
right?
Sorry. Eric is doing a roast of traffic that you guys have to come see.
What
It's
else?
really
What
good.
else? What else? What else?
No.
Here's the thing about turning right on red that really gets on my nerves.
Oh yeah, dude.
Folks, let's welcome out our very first character. Please welcome to the Rectangles. The Ford guy has a new ad campaign.
Woo! Thank you for sticking around here at the Ford Truck Expo 2025. At Ford, we know it's important to you. Long drives, the open road, and having enough room to get your cock sucked. But there's a demographic that we have been neglecting, okay? That's why I'm here to introduce the 2026 Ford Pussy Eater. They said all our designs were too boxy. We don't think they were boxy enough. Let's go over some of the features. So, we've installed a detachable transmission with a vibrator on the opposite side, floor warmers for your knees, and an extra cup holder because 2 is just never enough. Am I right? Anyway, let's talk about safety, okay? We now have choking seat belts, a shock absorption footstep for when you come so hard, you get those weak knees. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
We also have two airbag options. One for extra headroom and one for extra headroom. Am I right? What's that? Safety's important, but you can't get off till you feel like you're going to die. Well, let me introduce you to our edging mode. In the event of an emergency, the Pussy Eater will wait till the very last possible second to the car so you can feel like you were almost in a head-on collision before you came. After all, death is the ultimate aphrodisiac. Yes, my man. But what if I wanted to sit on my partner's face? Hey, been there, brother. Anyway, you'll notice, about right there, we've attached a pair of downhill skis above the driver's seat. Your partner will then clip their feet into the skis so they're upside down facing you. Gives you a whole new meaning to rear view. Am I right? What's that? Won't all the blood rushing to your head make you pass out? Well, at Ford, we never yuck your yum, okay? But just like an airplane, we've attached a breathing mask in the ceiling. Simply pound twice to release. All right, next up, we have some comfort features. These seats are machine washable and high absorption for any wetness. What about stains? Well, even military grade lube couldn't penetrate these bad boys. Trust me, as a proud owner of the Pussy Eater, my partner and I have never been more messy. In fact, you're looking at my own personal Pussy Eater 2026 that my partner and I used a mere moments ago. You don't see any stains, do you? That's right. At Ford, if your partner's glove box is shooting wiper fluid, you'll get a money back guarantee. Okay? Yes, in the back. What if I don't like eating box? Get a Toyota then. Unless, of course, you prefer eating ass. Oh. Introducing the 2026 Ford Ass Eater. They said our wheels had too much rim. We don't think there was enough rim. Okay? Ford, come hard.
Wow.
Griffin Ostrowski,
Wow.
everybody.
Griffin Ostrowski, everybody. And to the hundreds of middle school kids watching in the
Justin's
audience, we're
kids.
really sorry.
Yeah, my kids did walk by during that, but that doesn't mean they just are fans, I think.
They're just fans. Wow. You know, I felt like I could give them some educational content early on.
Those glasses
early
come
on.
off. The dad visors come off. These regular glasses come on, and suddenly we're very demure. You're like, yeah. So like, I don't know. I guess I wrote that or whatever. I guess I did
Very
that.
demure. I didn't know it was in the presence of greatness. I mean, two of you have witnessed Eric's butt in a butthole.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That is very fun. We really led into this with Ass Wizard, and I couldn't imagine a better.
And I'm so sorry that I prefer to call it my beak and cheeks. So if we could just call it that from now on,
great point. Yeah, that's the preferred nomenclature. So Griffin, where did this piece come from? From a personal experience?
No, I think it genuinely came from Casual by Chapel Roan. And I was like, you know, everyone's obsessed with the knee deep in the passenger seat. And I was like, well, you know, I was working with Sarah, who's coach and obviously one of the greats, amazing. And I think it's just a matter of like, well, there's no cars that really make it easy to have, you know, to eat pussy in, for lack of a better. You know, they're all.
I'm sorry, you're telling me Sarah had her hands in this a little bit?
Was it not written all over it?
That's really funny.
Was it not obvious the moment I did a Southern accent?
I think the bolo tie really made me be like, that's Sarah for sure.
Exactly. Signature move.
Yeah.
Very fun.
No, that was the base idea. And I was like, well, you know, let's poke fun at how insane this Ford pitch is. So
yeah, no, I love it.
I love it.
Yeah, let me ask you, is this like, what is your regular comedy medium? Is it characters, or do you do stand-up or improv or sketch, or where are you coming at?
It's usually improv.
Cool.
But I did a class with Sarah, and I was just kind of like, gave me a lot of confidence. And I was like, well, this is, I think, feeding my improv and any other comedy I want to do by writing. And you know, and I think that's just kind of been it's kind, if anything for me, is like a weekly thing. I'm like, let me write a character this week, good or bad, and then that's just an easy way to feel, you know, satisfaction.
This is one of your first pieces?
This is technically the first, aside from a class show, this is the first piece I've ever done.
That's awesome. It's really funny to be like, my statement is I got to talk about this car. And that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Because I'll tell you what, it's a great piece, and you're like, this is it. Because the joke, you're stacking jokes in this piece.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you. I appreciate it from both of you who, you know, I don't know if you both do this when you teach as well, but like, it was really sort of weird for me because I'm like, I've studied both of your material. So it's kind of strange to be like, wow, man, I've studied this guy and now I'm talking to him.
What a insane medium characters is that we can be studied, Justin.
It's really beautiful in a way. Also, we can be like, yes, the Ass Wizard is what I'm targeting here.
And I think I could see a lot of the Ass Wizard really walked so that pussy eating car could run in a lot of ways.
Well, Justin, isn't this like kind of crazy that you're baking bread right now? And at one point, I'm pretty sure, what was it? The sourdough was spilled all over your neck. Yeah. So this is like crazy.
Well, I will say there is just a reality level, especially when we've been doing this weekly live stream for so long.
Yeah.
Like I'm now, like you're saying, I forget how much of my life I've leaked out, either in the hosting pieces of this and in the character piece where I'm like, you know where that came from? I did that. That's me. Or like a fucked up garden. That's my life. Or whatever it is. So
yeah,
it is fun.
That's funny. We're almost out of stories.
Nope. No, there's more. As I learned today, Eric is gaslighting everyone all the time. He's got something cooking. I just know it.
It's not that big of a deal. And I'm not going to talk about it. I can't talk about it, Justin. We're not going to have that conversation right now. Griffin, where can we find more of your work? Where can we find more stuff that you do?
Instagram, GeoStraussy6. It's probably the best place that I'm going to start posting more stuff as it gets rolling. So
love it.
Awesome.
Hell yeah,
well,
dude.
Please come back anytime. Bring any other either places for sex or cars where interesting things can happen.
You can do other stuff too if you want to.
No, I think
I don't like that this is taking a turn. That you're like, I mean, you could do more interesting than a car, can't you?
No, that's not what I meant.
Come on.
That's not a no. But like, how about like a go-kart or another place you can fuck? There's not a lot of places.
I'm just
saying, Justin is saying it like, hey man, help me. I want some other options.
Yeah, look, I've been married. Or like a biplane made out of chrome, or like whatever a normal vehicle. Yeah, I've been married a long time. I'm just trying to spice it up. So if you have any ideas,
and you went to go kart,
yes, immediately. The open road
coaster, the roller coaster, yeah. Dune buggy.
Good choice.
Griffin, thank you so much for being here. That rocked.
Thank you very much.
Come on, literally whenever you want, and show us something else.
All right.
Hell yeah, dude.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Fun.
Very fun piece. Very.
Have you ever had a steamy moment inside of a vehicle, Justin?
Yes.
No.
Of course.
Really?
Why? You have you not?
I don't.
It's very funny. I was like, I guess I do say a lot of stuff on here, and you're like, you ever fucked in a car? I'm like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And I'll tell you exactly where and when. I don't think so. I think it's impractical.
Yes. Yes. I don't know if you're like, you know what I love about sex? Practicality. Because almost nothing about sex is.
You know what I like about sex? How you plan it out.
And meet the appointment in the allotted amount of time, and then say good day. Good day.
Oh boy. Folks, if you want us to have a good day, you can always donate to our Venmo. We have a wonderful little Venmo account that we use to buy Jorge hairspray. And
Jorge hairspray, expensive.
The Jorge hairspray.
Talk about a merch idea.
Jorge hairspray?
Jorge hairspray.
Jorge hairspray. Yeah.
Jorge hairspray.
That could be really
I would go with the second one of those options.
You don't like Jorge hairspray?
I don't think so. There's something about it that feels like it might not really.
Okay, fair enough. But Venmo is a character's welcome. Head on over to the business side.
Yes.
Of that account, and there, if you send us a little bit of money, if there's any words attached to what you send, we'll read that aloud. I heard that somebody sent us $40 last week. Justin, is that true?
That is accurate. As part of the gambling mistakes that you were making with Jorge.
Yes.
With old Hair Hat himself.
Yes, and was it Lulu that sent us $40?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Slot machine, video game money, go see a Star Wars.
Okay, there you go. Lulu, thank you for the $40. We lost that plus. We were down $70. You gave us $40. Now we're down $30.
That's beautiful. And what a way to cope with our losses. We do have one additional segment here that we're going to do real quick. It's a little thing that we like to call Stoner Thoughts.
Oh, man. Like, Stoner Thoughts.
I liked it when you were in Vegas. I like the Vegas one.
Hey, fuck you, dude.
Oh, okay.
Angry stoner. He's high and mad. Hard to do. Here it is, Stoner Thoughts. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. Hey, this telegrapher is charging by movie reference.
That's a pretty good stoner thought. Not bad.
It does. I feel high reading it, and that's the best.
Thank you for those stoner thoughts. Once again, you can send us a Venmo, little Venmo with a little message, and we will read that little message.
Yes.
One other way that you can reach us is by hopping onto our Discord. We have a Discord that is growing by the minute, folks. It feels like just yesterday because it was just a month and a half ago where I was proudly announcing we had 500 members in our Discord, and now we're kissing 600 members in our Discord.
And we love kissing. There's nothing.
We love smooches. So you can head on over there where you will find like-minded folks. By like-minded, I mean folks with just
absolute maniacs,
dark maniacs, who will chat with you about anything you want.
It's true. Shouts to Lulu Lemmings calling Ass Wizard a hole mage. That's a great.
Oh, that's cute. That's really, really nice.
That's cute is definitely the word I would have said.
I should change the title. I should re-upload it and change the title and see if YouTube catches it this time.
Yeah, we're all just days from getting caught by YouTube, I guess.
Klaxon says, I'm joining to bother you. Joke's on you. We want to be bothered.
And joke's on you. We bother you.
Yeah.
We're like Rorschach from Watchmen, except Discord. And
you're not stuck in hashtag channel with us. We're stuck in hashtag channel with us.
That's true.
Let's keep the show going, Justin.
Let's talk about our next character. I love, this time of year, it's like everyone's like, let's get bright and sunny. Let's wear bright like yellows and pinks and go run around.
Everyone's saying, who are you hanging out with?
I'm hanging out with characters from an '80s music video, a mid to late '80s.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what everyone's saying. But you know what I like this time of year? Straight up horror. Take me down the dark path. Like we got Final Destination that's just popping off here. It's time to die. So I'm very excited for our next guest. Please welcome out to the Wrecked Angles, a celebrated horror author.
Spooky.
Woo!
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich die Wie.
Hello, I'm Drago Mortis, author of the 23-novel best-selling horror anthology, Death Blimp, the story of an evil dirigible airship that gains sentience and terrorizes a small Massachusetts hamlet, killing indiscriminately, but mostly white women. I've written over 96 novels using only my trusty typewriter, more quaaludes than are way too many quaaludes, and a thesaurus that I only use to look up insane ways to describe women's breasts. I have written groundbreaking books that ask the questions, what if dog evil? What if car evil? And what if a girl blew up a town because she had her period so bad? But just because I look, sound, and write like a guy who invented biting people doesn't mean I am one to be pigeonholed into just one genre. Which is why I am excited to announce the release of my newest novel and first ever foray into romance with Sex Attack. It is time to close the chapter on terror and start a new chapter, a lighthearted traipse through the fields of love. Ashley felt a cold shiver run down her vagina. Dr. Lacerate was as sexy as he was covered in scars. He didn't blink. Ever. And she liked that. She was sick of dating men who were nice. They always died. Crazy about that blimp, Dr. Lacerate growled. You know, the death one? I'm glad you're okay, considering how white and a woman you are. Hey, she said, putting out her cigarette and lighting a cigarette. Shut up. And the foreplay was finished. Their lips pummeled each other again and again as she shattered off her bra and the doctor hacked his tongue across her nipples. Ashley's moans spilled out all over the floor. There was no way he could stitch those moans back up. They were lethal moans. She was as good as orgasmed. His penis filled with blood, so much blood, twice as much blood as penis. And as he bludgeoned her pendulous, ripe, heaving, pert, honeydew, teardrop, melon orb knockers, Ashley tore open her legs and decapitated his member all up in those guts. He gave a sensual, ear-piercing shriek. You're coming me. You're coming me. You're coming me. The semen hemorrhaged out of his battered organ, forming a gaunt pool of viscera on the bed. The deed was done. Then they kissed. Well, she said, lighting 2 cigarettes, I guess what they say about doctors is true. But before she could finish that sentence, Blimp 2, son of Blimp, burst through her bay window and crushed them both to death. It does not think, it does not feel, it only kills. End of chapter 1. This book is dedicated to my wife. I couldn't have accomplished nearly what I have if it wasn't for her mostly avoiding me.
Eric Feurer, everybody.
Wow.
A lot of commentary in different ways. Some people surprised. Most of all, Ashley Everhart shocked that you're writing. Is this fan fiction?
No.
About Ashley? That's crazy, dude.
Fan fiction about Ashley? Is that what it says? I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, the name of the character in the book was Ashley. So
yeah, it was Ashley. Ashley, don't take it personally, okay?
Yeah, that's what he's just an inspired writer.
Charlie says another news. Stephen King just came out with a new book. Is that true?
That dude's constantly writing.
That guy's always cooking.
He is still high from coke he snorted in the 80s.
Yes,
with his friends in their yellow and pink neon.
I think that's what he said, right? Wasn't that his defense on the weird sex scene in It, that he was so fucked up on Quaaludes or something, he didn't know that he wrote it, and it was a surprise to him when it appeared in the book?
I mean, I don't know the specifics of which books this is true for, but he would just stay up all the time writing and doing different drugs. And so I do think it was sort of an almost automatic writing exercise where he was just blowing out ideas.
It's crazy. In the private chat, we got a comment too. Thank you for finally answering the age-old question of where all the white women have been at.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yes.
Blimped.
Why blimp? Every time I see this piece, I'm like, why blimp?
Do you think that there's a reason? Is that why you ask?
I guess. Well, interesting. Great volley on that question. Do you think I have an answer, sir?
I think that Stephen King historically has literally just leaned back in his office and went like this, and then went, the car's evil in this one. The dog is evil in this one. The girl experiencing puberty is evil in this one. He's even has one where a store is evil. He has one called Cell where phones are evil. He literally just looks around and picks a thing. So I picked one.
One of my favorites is the movie Thinner. That's great stuff. I believe it is based on a Stephen King book.
And what's evil in that?
Someone gets cursed with being thinner, getting thinner. And in the trailer, it's like a cursed by some psychic, or it's very he found the weirdest person in downtown New York or something. And the person goes, thinner.
And then
the person can't hold weight. It gets too thin.
I guess that is frightening in a lot of ways.
I don't know. Watch the trailer and tell me what you think.
Yeah, all right. But it is funny.
Lululemon, it's super racist against gypsies. That's probably accurate. I remember the person, whoever's doing it, I was like, this is not going to age well. And I was a child when it came.
Yeah. Well, it is funny that he can do books and they're not bad. They're pretty interesting beach reads, but they are literally so simple like that. And then he can do something like The Gunslinger, and you're like, where the fuck did this shit come from, dude?
Well, a lot of his, especially his early novels, are like writing a character. Like you just said, in this one, the car kills people, and he just and then it's out.
Yes, exactly. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, that's right, Lulu. It is a slur, so stop. Quit it.
Yeah, you said it, Lulu.
You said it. Dada Visquizmath says, I missed the semen hemorrhage. I think I said it, right?
Wow. I think so. You said there was definitely a dick explosion.
Yeah, and there was more hemorrhaged blood out of his battered organ. I was doing romance. Do you think this piece would benefit if I did it on stage, Justin? I want to ask, and I'll ask the room as well.
I do think so, because here's the thing. I actually think this piece could be a little bit longer.
No.
Controversial statement. Controversial.
That is controversial. I had a thought that I dim the. Is it too much you're getting thrown in two directions if I dim the lights and put on a nice romantic song on a record player and then do the bit? Is that crazy?
I sort of think maybe if it's punctuated by something horror.
If I'm time to open a new chapter on love, record player, really nice little tinny jazz plays. Ashley felt a cold shiver run down her vagina. Is that?
Yeah, I think that works. I think it may be getting in the way just to hear you, because it's all about hearing you say the wild adjective use.
That's true. Klaxon, I think
Red says love the idea of jazz playing.
Some people do like it. All right, cool. I'll consider it. We'll consider it.
Klaxon Synth says, I think it needs a twist.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What, Blimp 2, Son of Blimp wasn't enough?
Yeah, but what if he's good at it at a point? We don't need to workshop this.
That could work. Or what if he thanks his white woman wife at the end?
Yeah, that's nice.
That's what the whole thing was about.
Yeah.
Instead of a record, maybe do fake candles. Romantic. Even better.
Now that occasionally burst into giant flames.
Yes, better. I think acting out the violence in a very not sexy way could be fun. Yes. Now we're talking.
Wow, Zicor's dropping a track for you to play.
Great. This is perfect.
Red, I do love this. It turned into a note session. That's right. I think Eric is workshopping his piece perhaps for this very weekend. One thing, if we want to give notes, how about this? Red.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Look at that.
It is true, folks. I'm considering doing this for Friday or not.
Yeah.
Let me hear what you guys think. The other things I'm considering for Friday is bringing back either the veterinarian that neutered Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Great piece. We have a great tape of that.
I know. Or a shorter version of the cop that doesn't know how guns work.
Shorter?
Yes, because it's our I don't know if you know this, Justin, but the email that was sent out said the pieces are supposed to be 1 to 2 minutes.
I don't do that part. I don't do that part.
I don't do that.
I don't do that. And hey, I don't do that.
I don't do that. That's not it. Wow, that bread is beautiful, Justin. What a gorgeous bread.
Thank you. And I also made some ramp butter that I'm going to put on it. Ramps.
Folks, show of hands real quick. Who knows what ramp is?
You love ramp? Who love ramp? Who know ramp?
Fuck up with the ramp shit.
You don't know. You're just saying because you don't know. And you grew up near ramps.
I grew up near groundhogs, for sure. And where there's groundhogs, there are ramps. Jorge knows what ramp is. Red knows what ramp is.
See, Jake, I love ramp.
Jake Wernecki loves ramp.
Red love ramp.
I don't know what ramp is. I've never heard this. Schroeder knows ramps.
Not a fan, though.
Rook, aren't they like onions? Yeah, exactly. They're a pretentious way to fucking say onions.
No, they're different. They're different onions.
That you're just like using language in such a violent way to box out people that just have heard of onions and not ramps.
From the man who just said shattered penis. He's like, hey, stop hitting me with this onion.
That's accessible. Everyone knows what that is. Nobody knows what a ramp is.
A lesbian onion, yes. That's fair. I'll take that.
A lesbian onion. Oh, man.
Anyway, that's just a little culture corner where I take y'all into my whirlwind of a life being Brooklyn's #1 gourmand.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. And speaking of Brooklyn, I think we should take this show back into the heart of it. What do you say?
I think we should. A lot of people think that New Yorkers are rude, crude, with a bad attitude. But they're not. They're actually very nice, and we're about to welcome out a guest who will prove that to us. Please welcome to the Rectangles a helpful New Yorker.
Whoa!
Airport? LaGuardia or JFK? Okay, so what you're going to want to do is take the 6th up down to Grand Central, where you're going to get a ticket to the Long Island Railroad to Jamaica. If you hit St. Albans, you've gone too far. From Jamaica, you're going to transfer to the SkyTrain, which is like $9 fucking now, and that'll take you right into JFK. Yeah, hey, no problem. Hey, not for nothing. Where you headed? Ireland. Where in Ireland? Doolin. Oh, a little town by the sea. So what you're going to want to do is take a flight into Shannon Airport. I'm assuming you're flying Aer Lingus. They give a discount for direct Shannon flights instead of going all the way to Galway or Dublin. You touch down in Shannon, you're going to head straight to the rental car counter where they're going to give you a tiny, weird sedan. Now, this is a small car. You're going to drive this mousetrap up the M18, cross the N85 towards Ennis, blow right past Ennis, follow signs to Doolin. If you hit the cliffs of Moore, you've gone too far. Yeah. No worries. Hey. Not for nothing. What you getting up to in Doolin? You're trying to find your long-lost love. All right, so what you're going to want to do if you're trying to find your long-lost love is you're going to find your way to the little pub at the end of the road called the Doolin Dinghy. People are going to be giving you the up and down. Don't pay them any mind. You're not here for them. You're here for her. And there she is, sitting at the back of the bar with her back facing you, the orange lights from the bar making a halo around her perfect plume of true red hair. If you hit the men's room, you've gone too far. You're going to want to have a joke first, something ready for her. Any joke. Doesn't have to be good, but you're going to swallow your words when she turns around and smiles at you like you were just here yesterday. Like you never left. Now, don't cry. You can tell her that joke now. Say hello, give her a hug. Honestly, you can't go wrong here as long as you're being yourself. That's all she's ever asked from you. Just be yourself. For her. Yeah. No problem. Hey. Not for nothing. What are you going to do once you find her? You want to share your life with her. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is get a job in town at the bakery, which is going to help with the groceries since Dorothy's pay for being a school teacher, not the greatest. You're going to want to move in with her, which is tight. Sometimes you'll fight, but if you hit your wife, you've gone too far. You're going to wake up early one morning when she's asleep. You see the sun's coming up between her and the sunrise. She's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen now and forever. And you're going to smell and take a breath, that salt and peat rolling on off the sea. And you're going to say to yourself for the first time in your life, actually the first time in your life, I'm home. This is home. But, of course, you can only ever hold close in life with the promise it will one day be taken away. So when the test results come back and it's clear that it's time for you and Dorothy to start saying the long goodbye, you're not going to mourn the time you lose. Rather, you're going to celebrate the time you already had, all those precious years. And after everyone leaves at the end of the wake, you're going to sing softly, sweetly that melody she loved to hear you sing. Yeah. Oh, what song is it? Oh, Yeah, I think it's don't muffle your drums and play your fifes merrily. Play a quick march as you carry me long. And fire bright muskets all over my coffin. Say there goes an unfortunate lad to his home. Oh, yeah, so long. Good luck on your travels and all that. Yeah, it's too late for me, but not for you. And, hey. Not for nothing. No. Not for nothing. Never for nothing.
Dante, yeah.
Dante Piero, everybody.
Wow.
Oh, man. That's so
Dante,
funny.
you got some fans in the chat here that really think you're their little guy.
Oh, my friends who are watching this right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They really like you. Wow, what a piece. And let me also say, are you part microphone? Because you sound so good.
I am absolutely using like a good microphone right now.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
You're in like a full-on booth.
You don't have to be good if things are good for you.
Let me tell you.
Wow, I've never learned that lesson.
I've got a room full of weird props that agree with you, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I've sat down at my living room table and making almost the least amount of effort possible. So I got that going.
You made bread. It's okay.
Right.
Yeah, you got children. That's your effort running around for you.
That's
Wow, you're just really just
you're still helping.
These very nice. I like this piece because it's very heartwarming. You know, it's funny. Yes, it also made me feel good at the end, which is nice. I really like that.
Good.
Yeah,
I had a long journey with it of trying to be like it's nonsensical, but also where does it stick? And the only way it makes sense for me is if he very quickly says it's too late for me, but not for you, right at the end, in a throwaway, as if it's some long lost life. Because it's like you see a guy standing on the street in New York anywhere, and just like that guy has lived several lifetimes. Like half his wardrobe is still as if he was young, and then you wait and you think, well, he's probably been all over, been in different boroughs and everything. So why not Ireland?
Why not?
Anyway, it's so good.
I'm gonna go pee in the corner of this subway train now.
Well, but that is true of New Yorkers. Like, this is like truly earnest. Like, everybody in New York is ready to tell you their story or be a major part of your story at every point of the day.
Absolutely.
And they have an opinion of exactly where you're supposed to go if you dare let them know that you have a physical destination other than right in front of them.
Yes.
Wait. Yeah, there's a lot of wait, let me tell you. And it's sort of like my phone does that now, which is a loss for half of New York City. Like, that was the main occupation of their day. I was wearing a shirt that said Gas House Gang, and a dude stopped me and was like, hey, are you from Mount Joy, Pennsylvania, where the Gas House Gang live? That was a bar down. And I got this full-on 10-minute story about like, I was wearing a shirt that I must have got at a thrift store that happened to be from this guy's hometown. And it was like, yeah, I was a member of the Gas House Gang because I grew up in this poor part of town. So I was like, I know you more than my members of my own family.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. Beautiful city, guys.
It is beautiful. There's currently a small fight going on in the chat over who.
Yeah, I see that. I don't know what to do about this. These are my Dungeons and Dragons friends right here. Are you
a DM?
Oh yeah, we are missing Jesus Christ, guys.
Bring it. I love this.
Yes. I am a dungeon master. I'm a pro DM in New York City. I do New York Comic Con, do all kinds of things.
Wow.
And I recently found out that Sarah has never played D&D before. I was like, we got to fix that at some point.
Yeah. I think Sarah would love it. I only started playing during the pandemic, and I did really, really love it. It's so fun. Jake. Sarah. Look at all these folks.
Yeah, everyone sounded off. It's very fun.
How long is the campaign?
You got a background in drama.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
The campaign that these guys are from is multiple campaigns. We've been going for 5 years online. Started in COVID. Yep, still together.
Did you ever think about ruining the fun of it by trying to monetize
it? Certain D&D is just not monetizable. It is very a lot of effort goes into making it actually consumable and good. I've listened to a friend of mine records. I think Kaylee is in here actually. She records the audio of all of the sessions for the game that I run for her and our other friends. And great for listening through details. Great for finding a couple moments here and there. Absolutely unlistenable, like 6 hours of just like hemming and hawing back and forth.
Yes, but in the moment you're like, this is
it. This is the best story I've ever. Yeah, we're doing it, guys.
I love that.
Longest relationship I've ever been in.
Wow, I was telling Justin today, I used to do this podcast. These guys would bring me on like once every 3 or 4 months to do a power hour on their podcast, and I would always leave it being like, that was fucking awesome. And then I would watch the tape and I'd be like, oh, we apparently quit 30 minutes in, and the rest of it is trying to order Chinese food. Like, it's so
we were too drunk to do the thing we came to do.
So bad. Man, that's awesome though. How much of your D&D campaign is in the moment making spot decisions based on what your crew is doing versus how much of it is you trying to lead them down the path you have planned?
Ooh, depends on if there's like a deadline we're having to reach or not. It's usually like I don't try to tell them what to do. I come up with things that other people have already decided to do. Like, you guys can do whatever you want. However, the wizard government is absolutely shipping a dangerous weapon to the North Pole. You guys don't have to interact with that at all. But if it gets there on time, it will cause a global calamity, and then you'll have to deal with that. And I try to like get them as much information as possible, put things in their path, and then see how they trip up with it, and then go off of that, improvise.
Wow. Has that ever happened? I'm so sorry to keep talking over you. This is so interesting. But has that ever happened where you were like, this thing is happening and you don't have to touch that? And they're like, we're not going to touch that. And then later you're like, you should have touched that.
Absolutely. My favorite thing is when they react in ways that I didn't expect. Like just this past weekend, we had this amazing, like a Memorial Day weekend getaway, like cabin long D&D game where I had two separate D&D games, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, that were in the same world but hadn't interacted yet.
You had to Mrs. Doubtfire them?
After 2 years, we did a crossover episode 2 days straight in the woods in upstate New York. But there was this character, a wizard, whom I assumed they liked, and I made it very clear that someone was like breaking in to harm this wizard downstairs, like a scary assassin or something. I was like, and they're going to go rescue him. They're going to save him. It's going to be a fight. They were immediately like, nope, everyone out. Everyone get out. That guy's dead. Everyone get out.
Yeah.
And the only problem with that is that the tower that they were in, I intended to give them as a new home base, like a fun little tower. And then like the wizard would give it to you and then he would go away and now you have the tower. But before he could do that, I said out loud, almost as an accident, that the tower unlocks only when this wizard is in it. So if they wanted that, the body was just in there. So they're like, what do we do with the body? Is we need it as a key now? And what they ended up going with is they said, well, why don't we everyone just take a finger bone and just keep it in your pocket like a pair of keys so you can always get into the wizard's tower.
Oh my
And I heard that and I said, could I edit that just a little bit? You guys want to go all the way and just have one, there's 10 of you, so there's one finger for each.
Take a
and
finger.
Each of you can just using whatever, I'll explain it away, techno arcano surgery magic, and just have one of his fingers be in each of your hands. And they did, and his name was the wizard Abel. Tragically died, and now the major supergroup's name is now the Able Hands.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
I love it when a good plan
whatsoever. I thought they'd save the nice old man.
That is
wow.
So
and it's so much richer because
exactly
of
a
that
skeleton
series
key.
of choices. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That rocks. Wow.
You are lighting everybody up in every aspect right now.
I know everybody loves this.
D&D sometime. First time's always free.
It is very like Jake. Abel always dies. Abel, the biblical reference as well.
Yeah.
That's also wild. You're hitting on all levels.
I don't think he got hit with head and rock. I think our wizard just got stabbed a bunch of times in the back.
What is a
great.
Life but a rock persisting at the end of the day?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Wow.
What?
Deep cut WandaVision over here. Knife
really
is rock
awesome.
persisting.
Dante, really awesome to have you. Maybe we could do a little campaign or something, or a little one-off with you sometime. That would be so much fun. I'm in. I want to dust off my character. I have this one character that I did during the pandemic, and I love him so much. I want to do it again. That would
bring him back. I'll throw him into a horrible moral quandary. We'll see if we can't make you cry.
Yes.
Thank you.
We're about to finally look under the hood of Eric Feurer, and it's going to be dangerous.
It's going to be bad. Awesome. Come on anytime you want to do a character as well. Anything else you got cooked up, please.
I got plenty more for you.
With you. Dope.
Great piece.
Awesome.
Come back so soon.
Thanks, Justin.
All right. We'll see you later. Oh, fun. Justin, have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons? Like, not like pandemic stuff, like, because we were like fucking around with it a little bit, but like anything besides
a couple times I've played for a podcast a while ago and things like that. And I mean, it's like a perfect, like anyone who's creative in this way that like comedy is, where you're just sort of always working. The muscles are already there, so it's such a fun way to do it.
It's very fun. It's super fun, especially when you get with a good crew. And and that's the way I preferred it, was like less rules oriented on what you can and can't do, and more like, all right, we're going to tell a story the best way possible, and just be like, oh yeah, and then this happens, and then this happens. And it just, it makes you feel giddy, like you're a child again. It rocks.
Playable story. It's very
fun. Half elf butthole wizard. Yeah, that's me, Lulu. I will say my character's name, which I would love to bring back someday, was Gimgis the party wizard, and I was a children's birthday wizard who accidentally disappeared a wealthy birthday boy, and I've been like running from that ever since. There he is, and that's what he looks like. Let's see him again. Let's see him one more time, Jorge. There it is. Wow, look at that.
That is a party wizard. Look at that. I don't think I'm capable of making that look on my face anymore. That's too. I can't be that earnest anymore.
That's a guy with no kids, right? Is that true?
That's a guy with nothing. Dude has nothing.
That's a guy that could just pick a direction and walk, and it would be okay.
Exactly. It's fine. He could just be a sword guy in the woods for a while.
Oh, man, that's so
dream. Really
what a dream. Folks, we've come to a very tough... Oh, dude, I gave that to Callie today. I was like, bro. She's like, that rocks.
Oh, I'm not taking this shit off. This is a main rotation t-shirt.
Folks, we've come to a really difficult point in the night, and I know if you're standing up, please sit down and prepare yourself for this. Make sure there's loved ones nearby. Grab your little stress whatever that you honk a couple times, and
grab your stress honker.
Grab your stress honker and know that there is no more comedy after this. I didn't say that. I've never said that, Jorge.
I don't know. That crawl tells the truth.
That crawl seemingly was already there, but there's no chance I've said that.
Definitely said it. I mean, Jorge does not tell a lie. He only spits truths on this page.
That's true. But the truth is, we're down to our very final character of the night, which means after this, there's no more comedy. No more comedy, folks. We are finished with it.
You hate to see it. It's especially this time of year when everyone wants to just go outside with their friends and just like, drink a Zima and listen to Devo and to put on your rollerblades and pretend you know how to use them. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, head on over to the sock hop and race your fucking Chevys down the strip and and see what else happens. Go see Jaws, which is in theaters right now, and
fresh new movie. Yeah. Really exciting.
Really good. Scary Peter Benchley.
Nice.
Anyway, it's all over after this. There's no more tickaloos, no more guffaws, no more ha-has, no more hee-hees, no more TTs. But that doesn't mean we're not going to bring you one last ride, one last big old laugh-a-rooney. We'll see.
we gotta take one. We'll see. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
That's true. You don't know. That's the beauty of comedy, conversation, and character.
Justin, is that what you just typed in there? Could you say that like Borat for me, please?
I don't respond to Borat requests.
My writing. Oh boy, here comes the list. No, this one is this is just a giant list. This is a list.
I mean, everything's a fucking list. You fucks.
That's like something I said when I smoked too much salvia when I was 17. Everything's a fucking list, bro. Let's do it.
Tubes. The world's just tubes. A doorway is just
Al Gore was so fucked up on salvia. That's why he said the internet was tubes. Let's welcome out our last character, folks. This is just an old favorite. You know him. You love him. He's a little sour. Welcome out to the rectangles, a pickle salesman.
Woo!
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes Mädchen.
Hey man, you look like you got a real penchant for pickles. So relax, because you're in Dillville. My name's Phil Dickles. Why don't you take a second and try one of my dill nickels? I call my pickles dill nickels because it's time you had one. Pretty crispy, right? That's the ginger talking. It's like an alarm clock for your mouth that says, wake the hell up. It's time to fuck. All the ingredients in my dill nickel are locally sourced. The cucumbers are grown hydroponically in a fish tank that used to hold my box turtle named Mad Mardigan, but then he died. All the dill we used is grown in a crack on a roof of the Brooklyn Cracker Factory that we converted into our apartment and was later converted back into a cracker factory. Now we're squatting. And all the vinegar we use is actually the pickle juice from other people's pickles. You down with OP pickles? Yeah, you know Dickles, Don Rickles. Pretty spicy, right? That's the coriander saying, what up? It's like a pipe bomb for your taste buds. It says, open your fucking eyes. The government's a capitalistic sham. We also pickle meats. You ever had pickled box turtle? It's weird and a little sad. Those are our pickled mean beans. Mean beans are green beans that are mean, which means one of them probably has a broken paperclip on the inside. Pretty sweet, right? That's the agave saying bonsoir. It's like a hand job for your tongue that makes you cum vinegar all over my ex-girlfriend's pickle tits. Nothing for you today, Simo Kabe? No worries, I'm here literally all the time. Because I think you've tickled yourself into quite a tickle picklation. Clap a dice nay.
Clap a nice day. Wow, Justin. There it is. Justin Tyler, everybody, rocking it. And really completing the trifecta of as you know, folks, we have a rule here: 75% of the pieces have to mention cum.
Yeah.
So thank God that happened. Really good. My favorite thing about the video of that piece, it's on the YouTube channel. It's from Under St. Mark's. It actually says I recite that entire monologue when I nut. My favorite about that video is like you're doing it on stage and you're like crushing the beats and you look like you're having the worst time of your life, because I think you're just like, when you get into it, you're just like, it kind of just rolls and falls out of your mouth and you just like are trying to hold on almost.
It definitely. And that's the piece, like, I can't unthink it. Like, it's in my brain at all times. And that's bad, I think, mentally.
One of these days I'll memorize it and I'll do it as a little treat for us here. That could be
cool. Oh, wow. Yikes.
Glad. And I say, were you holding some of your own pickles there, or were they store-bought pickles, Justin?
Those are store-bought pickles, because I literally ran back into the kitchen to grab some real quick. But
yeah, I thought you maybe fell and hit your head. It had been a while.
Yeah, I did. I did fall and hit my head. Blood. You see a blood stream.
I can't believe that you buy store-bought pickles. That's very surprising to me. I didn't think that.
Those are from the back of the fridge that I think someone brought over here because they're hamburger dills, little flatties.
You don't like that?
No.
We had the best pickles the other day. We bought them at a store.
You sucker.
They were good.
You idiot.
Yeah, I know. We're stupid, but they were good. They were really good.
Where do you try my pickled ramps?
I'm not gonna.
You love ramp. You love ramp.
Your lesbian onions. That is so funny.
Yeah. I forget who said it, but way back up, it's like, of all of these two, I think Justin is the lesbian or something.
You are very like, and I'm about to stereotype lesbians hard. So lesbians, hold your ears shut. Okay. You are the most like DIY, able to create, kind of do it yourself, like self-assured dude. And I find that quality.
Oh, that's really nice.
You and lesbians.
Yeah. Okay. The skill of a carpenter, confidence of a lesbian.
Yeah.
In a Thor. Ashley Everhart says, "How do you feel about bread and butters?" Not really my thing. I'll try them if they got a little spice on them, especially.
Why are they even called bread and butters? Name me another food that's called two other foods.
That's fair. I think this goes back to when sandwiches were new and anything was a sandwich.
When sandwiches were new.
That's not a joke.
So hard, the idea that someone invented sandwiches is so
sandwiches were new. People didn't eat them because they were like, there was like a middle of the day thing, I guess. I don't know. But people were like, you know what, I'm having my sandwich? Beans.
You're like, no.
Or like butter. And so I think bread and butter pickles were like pickles that you would put in a sandwich. I'm making this up. It's fine. I'm just guessing.
Yes. Schreukler immediately comes on. Like Schreukler heard me from another room and ran across here to type grape nuts in, which is a very good point. So
yeah, he's got you there.
Name me another food that's named after two other foods. I dare you.
Okay.
No. Cocktails don't count. I want like a base food. Like a pickle is a pickle, and this pickle is called bread and butter. What are grape nuts? Grape nuts are like oats of some sort.
No, they're like very hard stones.
What are they? What are they?
What are they made of? Just like lady
finger seacorn.
I do, because my grandmother would be like, "You want a sandwich? You want a butter sandwich?" I was like, "That's toast." No.
Yeah, grapefruit from raisin. Fruit is in grapefruit, so that doesn't count. Butterscotch, though, good.
Yeah, I love butter and scotch mixed, so I'm a big butterscotch fan.
I don't really like
it traditionally,
and I'm afraid to try scotch because I think I'll like it too much.
Wow. Afraid to try
root beer. That's good, Glaxon. Peanut butter. There's peanuts in it, Fenley. American cheese. Schreukler, come on. You're getting further away here. I kind of like this little chat in the corner. That's cool, Jorge.
Yeah, that's new. I thought it was I was having some sort of brain
I thought
hemorrhage.
something was wrong. I
don't
do
know.
like, we might have to move the for rent sign. Pretty soon.
Yeah. No, we can't though. That space is for rent.
That space is for it.
Salt and vinegar chips. Pretty good.
Pineapple. That's good, Laura. That's good. Pineapple. Can you think of anything else?
No.
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower?
Yeah.
What?
You never had cauli?
It's because it has flour. Also, flour nod. I missed the first part and don't fully grasp the prompt. Fair. We're trying to. Eric's burnt by bread and butter pickles because they have the name of two foods in their name. And I think it bothers you because it's neither bread nor butter.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like Wendy's. Do you like Wendy's?
The restaurant?
Yeah. Do you like Wendy's?
Yeah.
Wendy's nuts are in your mouth?
What? What a weird pivot.
I started the show with that. Justin.
Fucking got him.
I started this. That was the first thing that happened in the show today.
Wow, a real Lululemon situation. Ashley thinks she's got you, Eric. Egg cream.
Isn't there egg in it? Isn't there egg in egg cream?
Maybe. There may be.
Oh, this is good, Klaxon. Jorge.
That's true.
There's no air
hat.
There it is. Jay says, Discord question. What's the policy on DMing people? I don't know.
Hey, if it's us, DM away.
I don't have to answer, right?
Yeah, I guess just go for it. But you're really opening a door to what you're up to. I was wondering what you're up to.
Yeah, whatever you want. You actually have to
I started a channel called Horny Jail, and it's no longer there for reasons. So, DM away.
Because our wonderful moderator, they were able to really nip
to rein me in.
Yeah.
Cut. Actually, that's going back to talking about being handy. That's so funny because you say that because I'm literally under my sink working on my pipes right now because there's a little leak.
I love that. Before we get out of here, do you mind if we just head on over real quick to the Twitch stream, see if there's anything, see what's playing at the movie theater real quick?
I like that you just go cold into it because you don't know. This could really bite you in the literal ass.
This could literally be the banter video that
yes,
the pornographic banter video. And one day it will be, and I'll laugh so hard.
That's a great confluence of events if that's true.
I think that's what it was. Now that I think about it, that's the only one that literally has full-on pornography playing.
Yeah, that'll do it.
This is Cameron McCall.
Yeah.
A Marie Kondo character. That's like, I'll teach you how to tidy up your leg. Do you have kids? Yeah, don't do that. Don't have them.
Wow. Marie Kondo, what a time. That was such a time.
A lot of people were picking up stuff and putting them down. I'm not that kind of fella. I'm definitely more of a more is better kind of guy.
More stuff. Ashley, I'm obsessed with Karen McCall. Sorry. Fair. Stay obsessed. Red, Justin, do you have opinions on fiddleheads versus leeks? I prefer the leeks because I like onions and garlic and spicy shit like that. But I'm down for fiddleheads too. I think fiddleheads are harder to come by.
They're not hard to come by. That's really stop the car and just steal them from someone's field. Right, Justin?
Well, but I think they're harder to literally find. We just happen to be in the woods and it's like, look at all these leeks on the ground.
They're not yours.
Claxton, you're talking about so many foods I've never heard of. We do sound like psychopaths. Let's dine on fiddleheads and ramps, my friend.
And egg creams. Well, Schweitzer, what's the result? What's the delay? How bad is it?
Yeah, well, don't get into the technicalities of all this.
Cam has this great video that I waited too long to drop, and I could drop it right now, but it's about Thanksgiving, and I'm like, do I have to wait a whole goddamn year? I don't know.
I mean, topicality is important in some ways, but also I think people can handle things being slightly at a different time.
It's a good one. She's a woman who, do you remember this one, Justin? She's a woman who the day after Thanksgiving goes to grocery stores and buys all the turkeys at for cents on the pound. And she uses it for the rest of the year to feed her enormous sons who are monstrous boys. And this is her it's like her life hack to keep her alive, to feed her huge sons.
I feel like I went up right after her on that show, and I was like, "What is she saying?" I was running my lines, and I would dip in and be like, "What is she talking about?"
It's a maniac sketch. It's so funny.
It's insane you're asking about timing because you just did a Halloween character today on May 28th.
No, it's romantic. It's a romance character.
A romance.
Yeah, good.
Great.
Come at it from the other direction.
February.
Yeah, just keeping the weird food conversation going. Fiddleheads are definitely hard to come by. Where do you even get them? They don't have them in even the snobbiest of grocery stores in this Brooklyn borough. Claxton Smith, fiddleheads with a side of puddle mumpkins and fucking glitter beans.
I mean, that's funny. I kind of want that on a t-shirt, to be honest.
Yeah, fucking glitter beans.
Ashley says, Bander did a Christmas character on my Betty Team show last month. Yeah, but that's Bander. If you dared me to know if Bander knew what month it was right now, I'm not sure I would take that bet.
Yeah. That man's swimming upstream in a lot of ways.
Hey,
wow, speaking of,
there he is. What a fella.
Look at that hair he's got.
He looks so different. It's crazy.
That's crazy. Wow. We conjured him.
We summoned him.
And folks, it's not this piece that shows porn. So you can mark it off. It's not.
You remember to pull that out of rotation so it doesn't happen again?
No. I did. It will eventually hit the Twitch stream again. In fact, it has been hitting the Twitch stream because it's 7 days of content. So once a week it hits the stream.
And they just don't see it?
I guess not.
The system misses it? Maybe someone has to flag it.
Maybe.
Look at that raucous laughter. That's a full house right there.
That's an old Hell's Kitchen house.
Yeah.
175 people. I feel like egg cream can get its due for how on the prompt it was. What is egg cream? Are you serious? What is it?
It's like a milkshake.
Made out of what?
I mean, I think that is made out of eggs and cream.
It has cream.
Yeah.
It has milk in it. That's cream, Ashley.
I'm hearing there's no cream in egg cream.
There's milk. That's cream. Yes?
Here's despite the name, the drink contains neither eggs nor cream. It's a fountain drink.
Seltzer, chocolate syrup, milk. Yeah, milk, Ashley. What is milk?
Milk is not cream.
What do you mean? What's cream then?
Cream is like a different thing. It's very thick.
What's cream made out of?
I mean, it comes from the same place, but it's a different thing.
Name me two things that come from the same place but are a different thing.
Butter. Butter.
Piss and jizz, Eric.
No, wow. Seriously. That's your answer for everything, Jorge.
I'm being told to tell you to whip some cream out of milk.
Do I hear whipping at the side of your head, Jorge? About how it's not the same thing?
I've never seen the chat so unified in being like, Eric, fuck you.
I don't want that for 1 second. You guys have your eyes closed. You're walking around with your eyes closed. You don't know.
What, you're like, it's all one thing?
I'm going to say this one time to everyone in chat who thinks that milk and cream are different. Grow up. Grow up.
Why grow up?
Grow up.
You get a bowl of grape nuts, which you don't know what they are, but you pour a bucket full of cream on them, and that's what you eat in the morning?
I said that I would say it one time. I'll say it one more time. Grow up.
I don't know what that means. Answer the question.
Grow up. I don't eat grape nuts. I don't know what they are. I wouldn't eat them.
So what? You got your morning sad dad cereal, and you're pouring cream on it, and you're just sucking that shit down?
No, water.
Water. Wow. Way to pick the even crazier answer.
Oh.
Way to dive into the. You don't put water on cereal, do you? Here's the thing. You might. You might.
I don't pour anything on the cereal.
Wow, Carly, everyone's coming for you. You finally tapped the main vein. Everyone's like, you know what? I've had enough of this, dude.
Wait a second. I hate this guy. Hold on a second. Wait.
Hey, yeah, just drink some cream on Friday.
Look, and everyone's like, Red's like, he eats that in a 2-inch deep bath. Everyone's like, everyone's got their gun loaded with Eric bullets.
Is there? Would you say that whole milk? Would you say that skim milk and whole milk are both milk?
Yes, but they're also different. They serve a different purpose.
But they're still both in. But at the end of the day, they're the same thing.
I'm gonna go cook a dinner, and I'm gonna make a cream sauce right after this. If I've used milk, it would be trash. I'm gonna use cream. It's gonna be great.
I don't know about I don't care about the quality of it. I just care about if it it is the cream and milk are the same thing.
Yeah. And I guess maybe you can go take a cool, refreshing dive into a pond frozen solid of frozen solid ice. Yeah. And see how that turns out differently for you. Yes, they're technically the same thing.
Go make whipped cream with milk.
Everyone is so mad, but yes,
they're so mad.
You can try because what they're saying but not saying here is you can take cream, pour it in a bowl, whip it for like 3 minutes, and you've got whipped cream. If you did that with milk, you would die. That's right, slop. You just have slop on your hands.
I don't know. I don't believe this shit. Sick bowl. That's how you guys make me feel right now because none of you will grow up. None of you guys will grow up.
What's grown up about not knowing how things work?
I don't know. I'm just trying to make grow up a thing again because it makes me laugh so hard. I think it's the funniest insult you can say.
I mean, it is. And I like saying it.
An adult telling another adult to grow up is so funny. Grow up. And because people get so pissed off too. I love it. Whole milk literally contains like 4% cream max. Oh, well, it looks like you just told on yourself, Ashley.
Uh-oh. And now you're really
No, wait. Hold on. Let's talk about this. Hold on.
Yeah, if someone could go to Eric's home and replace all his milk with cream. And his address has been streamed before.
Yeah.
Shrink down to my level and say it to my face. Grow up. God, we're having so much fun. But remember, he has shared his address before. Yes, thank you, Carly, for that.
Everyone's got your number tonight, Eric. You got to get out of here before shit gets too hot.
I do have to get out of here. I have to move. I have to go move.
Yeah. Don't forget, everybody, you can see him in person at UCB on Friday.
You can see me on Friday, and you can all throw a quart of cream at me on stage, and I'll say, "Stop hitting me with that milk. Quit it."
Yes, and your revenge will be complete. Please come. Bring your favorite dairy product that Eric can. Rook, please, Justin, please make a character. Buddy. Please make a character that is milk explaining to Eric that he is not cream. That's fun.
Hopefully, we see you guys on Friday at the show, or in the live stream Friday, or in the Discord tonight et al., or on the YouTube page, checking out Ashley's video that just dropped yesterday, or whatever video that we drop tomorrow, to infinity and beyond. Otherwise, we'll see you in a week. Yeah,
please do.
Did you know that this is on the? No, wait, it's this one.
Still good though. This is still a good piece. Still a Josh Tobin banger. Josh Tobin, who is going to, oh my God, folks, I can't even concentrate because Ashley Everhart texted me the Google answer of "is milk cream," which it says blasted from every angle.
Yeah, every device. Come, give him no quarter. We'll see you guys on Friday. It's the summer of CW. Tell your friends. We'll be back soon with much more. Later.
Bye.
The C stands for cream.
Shut the fuck up.